The purpose of this screencast is to teach you how to start and/or expand your professional learning network, aka PLN, using the social media platform Twitter. The very first thing you will want to do is sign up with Twitter. In order to get an account, go on to www.twitter.com. The site will have a very straightforward step-by-step directions for how to set up an account. Once you have a Twitter account, you'll want to log in. After logging on, you'll be directed to your home feed, which is what you see right here, and it will contain all the tweets that are from people you will eventually follow. To get started with your PLN, you should research what experts are on Twitter that relate to the purpose of your PLN. Remember that a PLN emphasizes what you would personally like to grow in as a professional, so what you see on my current Twitter feed here may not necessarily match exactly what you will eventually have on your Twitter feed. I personally feel like Twitter is a great platform for people who are just starting out on their PLNs, and also for people who are looking to deepen their PLN because of the vast number of educational experts that are on it, and because of the convenience of their search function, which may be found at the top by the right corner of the web page, right here. In this search bar, you can begin to explore topics that you're interested in. So, for example, you may just want to begin by doing a search on educational technology, or EdTech for short. To do this, make sure you put in a #, also known as a hashtag on social media, followed by the keyword EdTech. You can go ahead and search for that. Once I enter that in, it brings me to a page filled with everything that includes hashtag EdTech embedded within it. As you can see, it includes popular news, people, and all of the most recent tweets that are related to EdTech. Every post you see on Twitter will show you who has posted it via their Twitter handle, aka their username. So hovering over their Twitter accounts, so for example, if I take a look right here at Edutopia, you know that it is a Twitter handle if there is that @ symbol right before it. So hovering over the Twitter handle will cause this bubble to pop up, giving a brief snapshot of the user's profile, as well as the option to follow them, which is right here. You can see that mine currently already says that I'm following them, so if I hover it says to unfollow. If you have not followed them yet, it would say follow here instead. You can either click on the follow button to follow them directly from there, or alternatively, you can also click on their name to go to their home page to check out their full profile and all their tweets following them from there. So if I click on Edutopia, this will link me to their home page, and now I can see all of their tweets that they've done, who's following them, who they're following, how many likes they've had, etc., etc. And these are all the posts that they have here. As you follow more people, Twitter will start to eventually suggest others that you should follow on the side of the screen. So you'll see it right here. It says who to follow, and this actually shows up no matter where you are in the Twitterverse, whether that's your home page or if you're browsing another person's page like I am currently, it says who to follow right here. Please note that currently mine is showing on the left side of the screen, but it may show up on the right side if your window happens to be larger. So don't be confused if it doesn't show up exactly where it does on my screen. These suggestions typically include people or organizations that are related or similar to people you already follow, or if you're on somebody else's page, similar to who you're currently viewing. So for example, the suggested people here are Education Week, Discovery Education, We Are Teachers, all within the realm that are related to Edutopia. So if I want to check them out, for example, Discovery Education, I'm quite familiar with them, and this is very interesting to me because I have not yet followed Discovery Ed on Twitter yet. So now that I've linked there and it's notified me of that, I do want to follow them, so I'll go ahead and click that button right there on their homepage. So as you start to explore and follow more and more tweets and experts using expert user pages, you will definitely want to start tweeting as well to become an active member of your PLN rather than just a lurker of information, which is totally fine if you're just starting out. There are many ways to do this. One way is creating a tweet from scratch. To do this, all you need to do is to click on the tweet button that is in the upper right-hand corner of the screen, and this will always be there regardless of what page you happen to be browsing on in the Twitterverse as well. So when you click on this, a window pops up enabling you to begin typing a message to tweet. Something to keep in mind is that Twitter only allows up to 140 characters per tweet, so if I start to type you'll notice that right here the character count starts to decrease down from 140. So make sure your message is clear, concise, and to the point. You also have the option to add images or videos, GIFs, a poll, also location, but currently I have my location disabled, should you want to add any of those to the tweet that you are currently composing. So to make your tweet searchable, though, you would include any hashtags of keywords that relate to your tweet. So for Twitter netiquette, you should not exceed 2 to 3 hashtags per tweet. So for example, you would just put a #, or again, what's called a hashtag on the Twitterverse or any social media, and then you'd put in the keyword, for example, edtech. And you'll notice that on here, it actually shows it in a different color, indicating that it is being linked to the hashtag edtech. Other ways to communicate on Twitter may be done via tweets that already exist. So you can see the various options at the bottom of any tweet. So if I go ahead, I'm actually going to go back to my home screen. But again, it can be done on any tweet that you may see. So if you go ahead and take a look at any of the tweets, you'll notice that in every single one of them, they have these 4 options listed right here. So let me scroll down to this Mindshift one at MindShiftKQED. And right here, again, you see the 4 options here. The very, very first option that you have is the reply function. So this first chat bubble icon allows you to directly and privately reply to a post. No one except the person who posted the original tweet will be able to see the reply. So if I were to click on this to reply, a little bubble opens up and it shows the original post, and then I can tweet my reply directly to at MindShiftKQED. And again, I have those same options to attach anything that I want, but only Mindshift will be able to see that particular comment. The second is the retweet button, which is right here. And by clicking on this, a window pops up that allows you to either just simply retweet the message that was posted just by clicking this retweet button right here, and which means it will post that same message to your home feed, allowing your followers to see that post as well, and also who originally tweeted it. This function also allows you to include a comment in addition to quoting the original tweet. So in order to do that, you just click on the Add Comment section, type in whatever you'd like to do to deepen the conversation from the original post, and then hit retweet. And then in your feed, people would see exactly what you had commented in addition to the linked original tweet from Mindshift. The third button is simply a like button. So if you're on any social media, you should be quite familiar with this. It's just a little heart, and if you like it, you just click on it, and it highlights and lets the person know that you liked what they posted. And then the final button right here is the direct messaging button. And essentially this is if you would like to send the original tweet directly to someone you know on Twitter rather than retweeting it to all of your followers. Direct messaging is similar to instant messaging. So if you click on this direct message, this little window will pop up prompting you to enter a name of somebody that you are following. So if you click the @ and for your Twitter handle and then start typing, for example, I could send it to the Diamondback, and then I click next. And then it opens up a little chat box right here, and you can see that the original post that I'm trying to direct message is already linked in here. I can add a comment if I'd like, and then go ahead and send it to them, and it would show them that original post. Again, this is going to be just directly privately to the person that you are immediately messaging rather than posting it to all of your followers on your feed. So as you start to follow and tweet more and more, your home feed when you first log on will begin to populate more and more resources as it continuously updates. Remember that the key to growing your professional learning network on Twitter is to continuously explore and communicate via commenting, retweeting, liking, and direct messaging. And as you very well know, teaching is constantly evolving, so it's equally important to consistently remain up to date with everything as well. Right? Have fun tweeting!